I've never thought my life could be anything but catastrophe. But suddenly I begin to see a bit of good luck for me. 'Cause we got a pro wrestling podcast. We got a chance to get in the ring and have our way. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast. We are your hosts, Blitzball Champ and Hollywood Cinema.
All right, that was a good job, bud. I love Willy Wonka.
Dude, I'll be honest with you, man. I've had that song stuck in my head for like the past couple of days.
Why?
It's such a good song.
Yeah, it is really good. It's a weird song. I've never had. I can tell you. I think maybe. I'm trying to think, what song would Willy Wonka would I ever have stuck in my head? Oh, and just as it went in, it went right back out. Not Golden Ticket, but it's the song where you just
Pure Imagination?
imagination. Yeah, that's my jam.
That's your jam?
That is my jam. They did like all the songs, and I believe Just Blaze produced a Maroon 5 cover of that. Ooh, it was good.
Of Pure Imagination?
Mm-hmm. Gotta
Huh.
find that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that shit was good. It like Mary J. Blige did a song too.
Oh.
It was all like I think it was all hip hop producers. It was good.
Oh, wow. That's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember everybody really talking about it when it came out, but I loved it. Pure Imagination, Maroon 5, produced by Just Blaze. That
That's
shit
very
was cool.
interesting.
It was great.
But, okay, it's been an interesting week for this go home edition, en route to the upcoming pay per view of WWE Extreme Rules.
Yeah, it's been 50-50, just like their booking.
So, Extreme Rules will be taking place at the Wells Fargo Center in good old city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, this Sunday, July 14th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time.
Philly don't love you. Philly's hard as hell, man.
Hey, I like Philly.
All right.
It's a beautiful city.
Yeah, a lot of places are beautiful.
Yeah.
Want to be there at night though, my G.
Yeah, I've heard stories, unfortunately.
Rough.
So, let's get into this Extreme Rules card.
Sorry.
So, this is actually a fairly loaded card for
On paper, yes.
Yeah, on paper. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you
But
pointed that out.
yes, but the build up to it, whoo boy, gross.
So, let's start off first. So, Aleister Black has a challenger, and it was not who I thought it would be.
Hell no, because it came out of nowhere.
And apparently, we have the match set. Aleister Black will face off against Cesaro. Who are you picking?
Well, it's going to be Aleister Black who wins, because otherwise it makes him look like a friggin' idiot.
Well, I'm really, really hoping that this will be a great match, as it should be between these two on paper. It should be a great match, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know. I hope this is not the pre-show. That better not be a pre-show.
I doubt it. I feel like it's just going to be 205, the 205 live match, and one of the tag team matches will be. And I believe it'll be the Raw Tag Team Championship match will be the dark match one, because no, it's not going to be that one.
Maybe this will be the match to open the pay-per-view.
Maybe. I don't know if it's even kind of worthy of opening the pay-per-view, to be honest. I mean, it's just it needs to be kind of nestled somewhere.
Yeah.
Because neither one of these guys is that over. I mean, both of them are over, but this is not over. So
Yeah, they're not like over because
they're
Alice.
both over singularly, like as far as everybody knows what time it is with them.
Yeah,
But no, this storyline is not over. This shit would get crickets,
yeah. Unfortunately,
and I do not want that.
and it just sucks because it's two great talents.
I know they were kind of set up to get screwed on this one.
But I too
All right,
agree.
it'll be good. It'll be good.
I too agree that Aleister Black will win, but I just hope that it'll be a good match and they'll get plenty of time for it.
Yeah, I'm expecting it to be a really good match.
Yeah. Excuse me. Um, we have the Raw Tag Team Championship on the line. The Revival defends against the Usos. Now,
That
I'll start us off with this one.
do it.
I mean, we all know the Usos are multi-time tag champs and
Seven time.
7 time. Um, I don't know. I like a big part of me is like, I mean, lately the Revival's been, suspect to 50-50 booking, and lately, they've been kind of getting crushed.
Yep.
And then you have the Usos, which, I mean, I'm all for the Usos, but it's like, you know, I'm used to seeing them as tag team champions. So even if they were to win, that ain't gonna be anything special or new. No offense.
No, it's gonna be boring as shit.
Yeah, because I mean,
But there is a way for that to be a good thing down the road. To be honest with you, but I'll get into that in a second.
but I mean, I don't know. I think the Revival will squeak by and
No,
retain.
definitely not cheat. Definitely cheating.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's gonna come down to is some sort of cheating tactic. But Revival retains. What you got?
I got the revival retaining. Well, okay. See, here's the thing. I know the revival are going to retain. If it
Mm-hmm.
was me, I would have the Usos win because the revival are dead in the water. They got nothing. The Usos can at least go drop the belts to the club next month at SummerSlam.
Mm.
But
And
I
it
feel like if the revival get it, then it's SummerSlam about to be trash for the Raw Tag Team division. It's not gonna have anything.
so it could be a big face against a big heel, and it
Yeah, that's
wouldn't
what I.
be and it wouldn't be just like any regular scenario. It'll be two great tag teams going at it at
Exactly.
SummerSlam.
You can actually start a feud between two tag teams that wouldn't involve Usi Hot and shit. And I want the revival thing to be forgotten already. It started off bad. It needed to have ended a long time ago.
Yeah, but they tried to save it, but
They literally got given a title shot after losing for months out of nowhere. Didn't win a match to get into the position. All of a sudden they got a tag team title match, and it's like, oh, okay. And then their position with Shane McMahon, kinda. They still lose. They get beat up by Roman in this scenario, which is insane. When they don't even have friggin' Shane get beat up by Roman um, anymore. It's just a bad time. Just a bad time. I
it's
want Usos to
ridiculous.
win so we can just start over. Cause just reboot. That would be the feud that Paul Heyman could get behind.
I like where you're going with this. Yeah,
And have the revival just do their own damn thing. Get the f out of here for a second. Take some time off.
pull a
I don't
Charlotte
know.
Flair.
Yeah, just do something. Just get out of here. You've been oversaturated and your shit's kind of stale, and I don't want it. And I hate to say that about them because I love them, but that shit's stale. There's a lot of stale shit going on in WWE right now, and it would behoove them to get rid of some of that shit.
Now let me ask you this: you did say the club,
Yep.
but what if they ended up using the Viking Raiders?
Against
Would you be
against the Usos?
yeah? Would you be okay with that?
I guess so. I guess so. But then again, I would have I'd rather have the War Raiders fight against the Revival. But them
Really?
as
Oh,
faces,
okay.
not as whatever the hell they are. But in my scenario, they'll be faces to end up going against them. You know?
Because I mean, I would even love to see the club against the Viking Raiders, but that ain't gonna happen because it's two heel teams.
Yeah. And I just Viking Raiders should not have been heel at any point. They shouldn't have been heel already. That should not be a thing.
Yeah, especially after they were called
Came
up
in as
and
they
turn
came in as
and
faces,
yeah.
and they hadn't even been heels on NXT. And so, as far as WWE Universe is concerned, they had never been friggin' heels.
It's like, okay, we're gonna call y'all up, but y'all are instantly gonna be heels. So
So,
act evil.
so we cheered you as soon as we saw you, and then you're telling us, "Oh, that was a mistake, though. You shouldn't have."
Just
You
like if
know, like,
Viking Experience was a mistake.
yeah, that was that was a huge mistake. I'm glad it's over.
But we're both in agreement. The revival.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would rather it be the Usos, but that's only if it's going to be the club.
So we have a last man standing match, which is supposed to be Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman. But is this even gonna happen?
Yeah, it's going to happen.
I thought Braun was supposed to be out for like a good while.
Was he? I thought that was all work because they're acting like it's happening. So I don't know why they would even bother
Well,
if
I
it's not.
guess.
But they've been acting like it's happening because literally the next night they had Bobby Lashley looking like he was just talking to a camera, and it's just like, oh well, we haven't seen Braun at all. Is he okay? So it's kind of weird. It's a little weird how he's being shown, and this it's just like, oh, so it looks like Bobby, who got the ones that got bulldozed into the dang uh, Tron, was on the
Yeah.
end of this. He seems to be fine, like no problem.
So
It's kind of odd to me.
so probably will be Braun that gets that gets this victory. Just
I
because
mean, if Paul wants to push him apparently, so we'll see. But it just Braun, they've done so much damage to him
Yep.
that I can't see him as a champ right now. It's just not. It'd be weird.
I think it's too little, too late.
Well, yeah. I mean, but if anybody could, Paul should be able to help him. But it would have to be like they would have to include Bray Wyatt and some other stuff. It'd have to be something
Yeah.
to get him back to where we first got him because I mean his only championship came with a freaking 10-year-old man. I'm over it. I don't want it.
It's
It's
sad.
just trash. It's just trash. And that is Lex Luger levels of trash.
Yeah.
Because I ain't never buy Lex Luger as like anything other than Intercontinental Champion as a kid. Never bought him as a champion. You know,
Not,
like a main event champion. There was no way I would ever believe that. I was like, this Lex Luger, dog, get out of here.
dang, you are definitely not a Lex Luger fan.
Hell no. Who was? Like, come on,
My
man.
older brother was a Lex Luger fan.
I feel like all the Lex Luger fans they were lying to themselves. They basically it was like, okay, can I have Pepsi or can I have Walmart Coke? I'll take Walmart Coke, I guess. It's 20 Sam's Choice. It's 25 cents.
I'm all
It's
about that
not. It's
RC
not.
Coke.
Yeah, it's not. It's not horrible, but it really just makes my teeth hurt. But it's so strong and gross.
It's like Mountain Dew versus Mountain Lightning.
Yeah, like there's an obvious difference, man. And there is a reason.
But we're both in agreement. Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman. He has to win this.
Hmm.
It like Bobby Lashley's already dead in the water. He can't like, but if Braun loses this one too, he is over.
Hmm. Dang. The Cruiserweight Championship match. Drew Gulak defends against Tony Nese.
That will definitely be on the pre-show.
And I could definitely see Drew Gulak retaining.
Oh god, yeah. This will be one of those few times where the hometown hero actually does get the win.
Yep.
Although this is the kind of situation I'm like, hometown hero, he might not get cheered that much. I don't know if they even know the way they treat these dudes, man.
Only if the biggest bulk of them were also Chikara fans, because you got to remember that's where Drew Gulak originally trained at the Chikara
And
Wrestling Factory.
poor Tony Nese. That dude is just Apollo Crews with a beard.
Well,
So good, but there's just nothing there as far as a character. Like literally nothing.
well, it was what I was afraid of when he won the title in the first place. That was why I was like,
They gave him nothing.
because after Buddy Murphy, lost, I was just kind of like, well,
Yeah, it was dead. It was just like, oh, all this momentum is just gone.
yeah, because Buddy Murphy was a good heel champion.
He was.
But
It
it's
was
like,
Neville.
but like with Nice, it's like,
He was just a
okay, I mean,
vanilla good guy. He had nothing else going for him other than his physique.
yeah, and his wrestling ability. He's got the wrestling
That's,
ability, but that's,
yeah,
you know,
that's Chris Masters with wrestling ability. Like,
true.
who gives a shit? Lex Luger, dog. Lex Luger again. Like you could have the physique and all that shit. Who gives a
Hey,
fuck?
Lex Luger can't do a 450 splash.
I know he was like more Chris Masters than. It was just no, hell no.
No way.
Jose. It's another one dead in the water.
So we're both in agreement for Drew Gulak.
Mm-hmm.
We got the United States Championship title on the line. Ricochet defends against the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Mm. I should care more about this, but that's not what I care about when it comes to this.
Well,
I just care about the club doing stuff. I don't really give a shit about him, to be honest with you.
well, what do you think?
Like,
Start us off with this one. What do you think?
oh, Ricochet better friggin' win. If Ricochet don't win, I'm gonna be pissed. But I mean, I don't want AJ to be champ.
Well,
Do you want him to be champion and then just like I gotta watch Ricochet have to somehow, in some weird way, get another shot at this? I gotta watch him jump through a bunch of hoops that are going to be boring because I know once they start the hoops, he's going to have to go through them. Because who else do they have even close to his level
well, here's the thing.
at this point?
One, Ricochet is at a huge disadvantage because, you know, the club, I'm pretty sure, is going to cheat.
Oh, that's what they do.
And nobody really, like, the last ally that Ricochet had was Aleister Black, but he's a singles wrestler now. So it's
Hey,
like,
basically a bad guy now. Bad guy promos. Just weird.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, Ricochet doesn't really have any backup. He doesn't have any backup.
He does not.
So the only way,
I just need him to win. I do not want none of this bullshit.
the only way I could see Ricochet winning is if somebody out of nowhere comes out and backs him up, because I don't really see him handling the club interference all on his own.
I think him getting lucky and getting a fluke kind of pin where AJ's kind of taking him lightly. Because they keep hitting that point home where he can win out of nowhere. You know?
Well, maybe so.
Just a quick little thing. It's just, I don't know. And especially if they're going to push him. If he loses, that's the opposite of pushing him. And AJ doesn't need that win. You know?
He
doesn't
doesn't.
solidify him.
He doesn't need the win.
It solidifies Ricochet.
Well,
It literally makes Ricochet like a mid card, like a mid card top level mid card guy, and not just a guy that they slotted in the position. Right? This makes him if he beats AJ Styles at Extreme Rules, and even SummerSlam could be another chance, but this makes that guy. Ricochet's bones are made on this match. I'm telling you right now. If he wins, he's a made man. If he does it's going to be way harder to get him back to be in that position than it would really be necessary.
It'll be kind of like it'd be kind of like what happened with him in the North American title all over again.
Yep. Or Braun Strowman even. Where Braun Strowman got beat by one F5.
Which
killed
is
him.
Ridiculous.
Killed him. Braun Strowman has not been the same since that happened.
Nope.
Think about it. He had Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's about to get a hell of a chance to do something, but they killed that dude when there was him against in the last couple of times he just loses and it's just like, oh yeah, okay. Like he loses on like a pin, a roll up, some dumb shit, and looks like a friggin' idiot again. And it's just like, what are you doing to Samoa Joe?
Yeah.
They had him lose to Brock Lesnar after that amazing beginning of that match, and it was just like, it was like just a wet fart. Just, it was just like, oh. And then the stuff with AJ, same thing with Nakamura. They sometimes they do not pull the trigger, and it kills all of the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
All of it, and it's so hard to get that shit back. We've seen it happen times. Once you miss that opportunity, it's gone. Lightning in a bottle does not come back twice.
Yeah, that's a
Sasha
fair point.
Bailey. I feel like WWE is more known for missing that moment. They could have had Sasha versus Bailey as a main event at WrestleMania to go alongside with the other ones over the SmackDown Championship or something. No, couldn't be bothered.
But then
Couldn't
again,
do it.
if Sasha was still there, we both know that Bailey would not be SmackDown champion if Sasha was still there.
Oh, hell no. No. No.
Which is why they went the really petty route.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, you gonna leave us? Oh, we're gonna put the title on your best friend. How about that?
Yeah, you mad now, huh?
But
No.
so
What do
I'm
you
very interested to see how Ricochet will get this victory.
please, Ricochet, please win. Don't kill him.
But I
He
hope it'll
is
be
the
a
future.
but I hope it'll be a good match, and they really will showcase what we both know they can do so greatly.
Also, it apparently AJ is still a little hurt, so it's just kind of like I don't know. They should really. It needs to be Ricochet. If what they are saying is true about him still having a herniated something other, him having a hernia issue still, sports hernia,
Mm-hmm.
they don't need to put the belt on him. Sorry, like he's great, but he needs to take a more of a chill role like they had him. Remember, they was like he was taking a more of a Randy Orton style approach, like, oh, I'm chilling, not on the road.
Yeah,
He can't be champion to do that.
true, but
He'll need to be champion to do that.
it's going to be hard to save face when you have a wrestling style like the phenomenal AJ Styles, who's just used to high flying. I mean, I know he's toned it down a
Especially
lot, but
he has a lot. It's starting to turn into WWE style. And it's like, oh, okay.
yeah, because we both know his younger TNA Impact Wrestling days. Shoot.
Shoot, I had that damn double disc Impact DVD with the friggin' monster. Oh my god. Lockdown match between him and Abyss, where Abyss took his friggin' head clean off with the door just by
Yeah.
swinging it backwards. Oh my god. Oh, I wish I still had that damn DVD box set. I sold it, but oh, I loved it. It was my favorite wrestling DVD, and I had all them shits, and it was by far my favorite one. I
Hmm.
watched it constantly.
That's what's up.
Damn, it was good.
So next up we have a triple threat SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The champs Daniel Bryan and Rowan defend against Big E and Xavier Woods of the New Day and Heavy Machinery.
Man, SmackDown has got like the worst tag team division.
Yep.
Well, they all do. It's like, oh my god, there's only like three friggin' teams in it.
Dude, it's not even that much with men and women combined.
Nope. It is. Ugh, it is bad.
Because you only got 3 teams for the women: Fire and Desire, the Iconics, and the Kabuki Warriors. That's it.
Why do they hate tag team wrestling and stables so much? Like what? Like what, do they? I mean, just think about the Attitude Era that everybody wants to treat like it's the greatest thing ever, and I loved it because it's my childhood. But nostalgia is great. It was mostly stables and tag teams.
Yeah. I mean,
That is literally that crap happens. Like if you go back and watch those Raws, that makes up the majority of the match cards. Is that shit? I'm just like, what, how did y'all forget that, man? Like that just doesn't make any sense to me.
And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed those stables, but I think what really hit the peak for me that made me really embrace the idea of stables was through watching Dragon Gate.
Oh yeah, mine was Nation of Domination in DX. That was stables. They were great.
Yeah. Yeah, Dragon Gate had multiple
Team
stables
Canada.
and there
Oh
was
man.
always some sort of storyline which, eventually led to, eventually there was like a match that was, losing team disbands or, losing leader, resigns or
Oh yeah.
just something really interesting. And then there was always some way that much later on a new faction's formed, and it's crazy, but it keeps me on my feet.
Love factions.
But
My favorite thing.
let me let
It
me
used to be
put
like a staple of wrestling.
let me put this idea in your head.
Yeah.
What if maybe, just maybe, it's Heavy Machinery time and they pull off this victory?
Well, I would say that'd be cool, but they Otis won on SmackDown, so that is not happening. He won a match on a go home show. That do not happen.
True.
It's not a thing they do. But I mean, I'd be cool with that because I feel like the New Day just it'd be nice for the New Day, but they just something ain't right.
It's no point.
The New Day feels weird. It feels almost like it's dead now, and only in the fact that I don't have anything else for it. I don't know. There's just nothing going on. I'm starting to turn it like I did Bailey at one point, where it's just like I'm just sick of this shit.
Well,
or when Finn Balor just all he did was friggin' smile like a goof, man. I was like, ugh, can we not do this?
Well,
can we take this like a little bit more seriously and stop treating it like it's bullshit? I know this is bullshit. At least let me get into it.
I'll say this. It's been rumors going around and such, and I think it really does need to happen that Biggie needs to go heel.
I love Big E. I liked his singles run, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When he broke from Dolph, I love that shit. When he was IC champion, I love that shit. I watched that. I actually gave a shit about the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Shit. When the fuck that happened?
I just think it's time. The New Day.
It's run its course.
Yeah. It was another one of those great factions. They were a heel faction. They were a face faction. They got the full package.
So good, but it is now over. It just feels like the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. It needs to be like that. Needs to be a thing where they're like, oh, okay, it's been 20 years, so now you can come back. That kind of thing. And it feels like that now. Like this needs to be like these old timers are back. Bring out a New Day because it's fun.
Or they may end up treating it like the Shield. They kind of break apart, then later they come back and it's in turmoil again. I don't know.
And I'm fine if I'd be fine with them just to decide not even to have them go heel. Just if they all lose Extreme Rules, just have them have a crisis of conscience. Just like, okay, this isn't working anymore. We did what we were supposed to do. I think it's time for us to separate. Just like an amicable split.
Kind of like how Ryback and Curtis Axel split.
Yeah, and I would have hopefully a better team. But you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't have to be Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty.
Yeah.
It can be, hey man, we're done. Like we had a good ride.
It could be Lucha Dragons. That's another example.
Yeah. APA even. Although I don't feel like he turned on Farouk, did he?
Yeah.
Did he? Or he just turned to an asshole? I think he just turned to an asshole because this shit stopped. But
he pretty much went heel. And Farouk was like, "That ain't cool, man. That ain't cool."
Yeah, and I feel like he they didn't attack each other, right?
No.
And I see like that. I'm fine with y'all not attacking each other. Like, they don't need to attack each other.
No.
But just have it be like, I'm done, man. I'm out here just gonna do me now. I got it.
Yeah.
I'm like literally hit like Big E showing up in different tights and shit, and being at the backstage like, no, I'm cool. Y'all stay back here, and then he goes out there and just destroys somebody.
Or if they really, really want to keep, I guess, some sort of relationship, just do kind of like what Red Dragon did in ROH when they started focusing more on their singles career. When Kyle O'Reilly won the ROH title, Bobby Fish won the TV title. And then when the Bullet Club started wreaking havoc, they came back together, but they never lost that edge. They never lost that tag team charisma that they've always had. You know what I mean? Like they never.
I'd be totally cool with that.
They didn't like split. It was just
I don't need them attacking each other. I don't need that shit. That shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel unless it can make sense. It doesn't need to happen.
Yeah. It's like Kyle O'Reilly's like, hey, I'm gonna go for the ROH World Title. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but just let you know we're cool. But I'm going for that title. Yeah, and that's really...
If you get my way, we can bang. If not, then we straight.
Yeah, and you just
you do you. I'm gonna do dog.
Like so. I feel like they could do that with the New Day, but I definitely don't see New Day winning this match.
No, they don't need to. They don't need this shit no more. It's over. It's run its course.
It would be Heavy Machinery would be
it'd be interesting, but I feel like nothing has been established well enough yet for them to be able
Yeah.
to carry that, which is unfortunate for them. Sometimes you got to take a shot, but I don't feel it.
But it is interesting that we have both all three tag team champions are heel teams.
Yep, that's why it feels real boring.
So maybe, like I said, maybe that's why. Maybe they'll shaking it up and cause let's be honest, the Kabuki Warriors aren't going to get their title shot. Honestly, I give it up to maybe it would be nice if they got it at SummerSlam, but if it doesn't happen, it just flat out ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, it has been awkward by the fact that it hasn't happened yet.
Like they'll have their 20 seconds of TV time backstage, rarely, but it's
Old girl
like,
got all that. Paige got all that.
but it's like, well, yeah, because she is the mouthpiece. Good point. But like, they ain't gonna have the match anytime soon.
Hell
And then
no.
even when they had the promo on SmackDown, it's like, not tonight, but some night, but soon or whenever. And it's like, honestly,
Vague as shit.
that would have made sense if it got, you know, leaned towards Extreme Rules or, maybe towards SummerSlam,
Yeah.
but I just honestly don't see them doing it. Yeah, it'd be great if they did, but if they don't, then that whole idea is over.
Yeah, it's something. It feels like everything's in a holding pattern. That's why on paper this pay per view sounds good, but the storylines are just so trash that it's all just a holding pattern that I don't give two shits. Just do
But I'm
not
a
care.
but I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'll just go for Heavy Machinery because I think they have the chance to break the cycle of heel tag team champions.
I'll be straight with that.
Um, next up, yeah. SmackDown Women's title is being defended by
Ugh.
Bayley in a 2-on-1 handicap match where Bayley will defend against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
Gross.
I mean, if anything,
Shit's
hope.
gross, baby.
I mean, if anything, I believe that Alexa Bliss's true colors will come out. Because I mean, it's you can't
I don't
have
want.
any more of an obvious setup
I don't want no more of this.
than for it to be a 2-on-1 for Nikki to go for the pin and Alexa ain't having it. I
Yeah, or it could
mean,
be a reverse. It could be a double reverse where Nikki's getting Alexa into the getting her ready to turn on her, but I don't see it.
either way, somebody's true colors is gonna come out. I just find
Yeah,
it hard.
I don't want Alexa to win again. I don't want it.
I
She hasn't been around, and she just doesn't feel like she's good for that right
but
now.
but she but
And
she but she's a blondie, so that doesn't even
no,
matter.
it doesn't. Vince doesn't give a shit. As long as they're blonde, he don't care. He do not care, and it shows the way that shit is written and done. It is
I mean,
fucking horrible.
I think it would be interesting to see what would happen if Nikki Cross got the pin, but I think it would get a bigger crowd pop if she got the pin. But honestly,
Well, definitely, but I don't want. I would surprise, surprise. I want a mother effing SmackDown wrestler to be SmackDown Women's Champion. I don't want a Raw person to be that. I think that shit is stupid.
true. Which I think that's
Oh,
probably why Bayley will still find a
yeah.
way to retain.
Or if we're lucky, this is when Sasha comes back and everything gets fixed.
Yeah, and that
Sasha comes back and evens the odds, and we're all cool.
yeah, and that definitely may happen too. Um, we got the WWE Championship match. Kofi Kingston defends against Samoa Joe. Now, Kofi got hurt in a live show.
Yeah, Small is back. Apparently, he's good, but
So,
who
oh,
knows?
he's good to compete.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently, it's not going to change anything. But they always say that until it does.
So, you think he'll retain?
I think he will, and to go into SummerSlam, but I want Samoa Joe to win.
Hmm.
I seriously do. I'm so sick of this shit. Like, I'm sorry, I love me some Kofi, and I'm glad he won the championship. It's great, but it's been so banal and vanilla that I am not enjoying it as much as I always imagined I would. There's nothing. It's the same promo every damn time.
With his
It
New
is.
Day friends.
It's been the same for so long. I'm over it.
You done?
Yeah, it's just like it was cool, but now once you've done it for like what 3 4 months, and it has been literally the same thing with no deviation, I am good. I don't want it anymore.
um, I want Samoa Joe to win too, because I mean, I love me some Samoa Joe, but yeah,
It's beyond time for him to have been champ. Like it's been too long.
yeah, and actually have a legit run.
Yep, he's going to SummerSlam as champ. It dominated.
Um, we have a mixed tag Extreme Rules match where Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch will put both the Universal Championship and the Raw Women's Championship on the line against the team of Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. And apparently this is the the last opportunity for Baron Corbin
Good.
and Lacey Evans. Um,
I
who
want this
you
nightmare to be over.
who you going with?
Oh my God, it better be Becky and Seth. Although I still don't give a shit, but it better be Becky and Seth that win. Baron Corbin and Lacey can't win, and they still have a show. I'm sorry, that show's getting canceled the next night.
Dang.
Nobody's watching that shit. Nobody will watch that, dude, and you know that. And I like Lacey. Well, I mean, I like to look at her, but her wrestling ain't great. But she is pretty.
Ouch, dude.
She is hella pretty. But she a bad one, bro. Seen her in person, good lord.
Yeah.
But no, like nobody's watching that, man. It's over.
Nah, that would be really boring if
Dude, they would get a point too.
yeah. If we
They
thought
would
stomping
die.
ground numbers was bad,
Oh, nobody would buy tickets to the next show. Only reason people would buy tickets to the next show would be because they already bought them.
shoot,
As soon as it happens, like next
SummerSlam
week,
would take a huge hit.
Oh, it'd be dead. They would cancel like the '94 World Series, yo.
Ooh, ouch.
They'd be like, "Nah, can't hold it. Can't do SummerSlam with 2 tickets."
But and you know, folks will be
It's
trying their best
-50.
to resell them bad boys.
It wouldn't even buy them shits.
Mm.
It would be that would be bad.
Come on, $5. $5. Come
It'd be like it'd be way worse than Evolution. Because Evolution didn't do that well, but as far as pre-buys, because they didn't have a card.
The card was really weak, unfortunately. Like,
And,
not to mention
and I want to say that those two being champ would be even weaker.
and not to mention the main event was Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella.
Yeah, and I know, and Nikki Bella, I don't care what once again, amazing to look at. Oh my God. And she also ended up being a decent wrestler at the end.
More than Brie, that's for sure.
Oh God, yeah, don't even get me started. Also looks better than Brie, but it's just like, yo, I'm just like, man, with how, if I were to equate like how attractive she is, her that match is like the opposite of that quota. You know, that equation. She is so attractive that match means shit to me.
Yeah.
I just want to look. I would pay to look at her.
But let's also remember Brie Bella was there first.
Yeah, still hate her.
Oh man,
the baddest. Nikki paid for it, and she became the baddest. She paid for that. She paid for it.
Because I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, I thought the 2 best matches on that card were the Mae Young Classic Finals between Io Shirai and Toni Storm, and Kyrie versus Shayna.
Well, duh. Better wrestlers as well than all the other ones.
Because I mean, even Lita and Trish, I mean, you know, God bless them, they're incredible.
Yeah. The time is done.
Yeah.
Time is over. I miss it well, and I love it, and I watched a lot of those Diva DVDs on repeat. Holler.
Because after
Time's
Lita
over.
botched her moonsault, I was like, Lita, don't do that again.
Yeah,
Lita,
yeah,
please
please don't
don't do
hurt
that
yourself.
again. You already went through a bad neck injury. Don't do that
Yeah.
again.
I am over watching old, washed up wrestlers wrestle anymore. I'm done with it now. I didn't like it when I don't remember liking it when I was a kid watching WCW. Yo, I hated that shit. That was always shit. I was like, ugh.
I mean,
Like, because
I even
WCW felt like the old people, right? Like it always felt like the old people. It was always Ric Flair. It was always Sting. It was always. It just felt like, oh, these are all the old heads, man. I'm over it.
I even cringed a little bit when when we saw the Rock and Roll Express wrestle the Briscoes.
Oh,
I was like, all right now, y'all aren't.
yeah, I didn't want to see an actual match. That's depressing, man. These guys have given their blood, sweat, and tears to my enjoyment. At some point, they can stop.
Yeah, because it's
You
like
know,
I'm
like it's sad. It makes me sad.
because
Undertaker makes me sad.
yeah, because I'm sitting there. I'm like, because you remember they did dang on suicide dives and Hurricane Rhinos. I was like, all right
Yeah,
now,
y'all
y'all
need to stop that.
y'all might want to tone that down.
Yeah, please
Y'all
don't kill yourself again.
y'all ain't the high flyers y'all used to be.
No, I'm not trying to have y'all dying on my conscience like y'all were trying to make me enjoy a match that I was going to enjoy anyway.
Because
Shit,
I said the same
get
thing
that on
about
my conscience.
Jeff Hardy. I'm like, all right now, you doing too many of them swanton bombs,
Yeah,
you gonna end
yeah,
up breaking something.
yeah. He needs to just do the damn twist of fate. Keep it trill, my G. There's a reason why that was your secondary move. Everybody know, let it go.
Because
Stop
the
doing the
thing
damn swan.
is, the way he lands, it's like he lands, with his back, but his head goes back, or it's
It's
just,
sketchy. It's all kinds of sketch. I nobody got time for that. Like I don't want to watch these dudes hurt themselves.
it's like Jeff Hardy gonna mess around and end up being forced to retire, like with Edge.
I mean, he old man, and he already. I don't know.
And what happened with Edge definitely made me cringe.
Yeah, she was brutal.
But
I'm like, I watch that.
we're both in agreement. Becky Lynch and
Yeah.
Seth.
Yep. Old heads, get out of here. Basically, ain't nobody trying to watch Lacey and Baron Corbin as the two top good guys. I mean, bad guys on your show. Sorry.
Nah.
It ain't in the cards for them. Like I said, she looks amazing, but that's all. I don't need shit else from her. She just needs to be annoying and pretty as hell.
And then, which I guess is going to be our main event, this is a no holds barred match where The Undertaker will team up with Roman Reigns to face Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. The same Undertaker that got the crap beaten out of him at WrestleMania by Roman Reigns
Mm-hmm.
is now partnered up with him for some weird, random reason.
Cause he feels bad about the Goldberg stuff.
And they're both taking on Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre.
Gross. I will
Okay.
say that's part of WWE programming in a long time was them being obvious doing the pipe bomb moment with Mr. Owens against shitty ass Shane because everybody hates him and they apparently know it that we all hate him.
I'm
Yeah,
a,
that makes me more mad that they make me have to sit through his bullshit.
I'm gonna just say this, and I know he's probably not watching, but just in case. But listen, Drew McIntyre. You know I'm a big fan of yours. I used to hate your guts back in your first run with WWE, but after I started to see, your abilities and whatnot, I became believable in you. But Drew, you have established yourself on such a high level. Why do you need to hang with Shane McMahon? Dude, like, you don't belong in a tag team. You need to be getting booked as main event level talent. Vince McMahon, what are you doing? It's Drew McIntyre. This was the chosen one. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Like,
he was way smaller then.
why was he teaming up with Dolph Ziggler? Why is he teaming up with Bobby Lashley and Shane McMahon? Why?
He's from NXT. He's a chump.
Vince, this was one
You
you
know how they
said that was
treat
the
him.
chosen one.
He probably forgot that was the same damn guy. I guarantee you.
He's
Well,
like, I don't remember
hey,
that guy. That guy didn't have a beard.
I mean, I bet you he didn't know. He didn't know friggin' Gallows was fetus. Was
Oh,
Festus.
Festus.
Apparently, he didn't know. Apparently, he did not know. That was the story I heard.
It's like, wait,
He
don't.
didn't. He did not. He did not recognize that Gallows was
Oh,
Festus.
shoot, you're serious? That's not a joke?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Oh, my God.
That he was like, I didn't really want to bring it up because I was curious, and somebody was like, oh, he doesn't remember.
He doesn't remember. Hey, don't you look familiar? Nah, that's just my imagination.
And I never see you work, kid. You do good shit. Do good shit,
You
kid.
mean to tell me nobody ain't show him no New Japan tapes? No.
Dude, you know he doesn't watch anything but WWE programming. That is a notorious thing that he does not watch any other wrestling. He only watches.
Shoot, if I would have been there on the team and heard him say that, I would have been like,
I'm like,
hold
I gotta
my
go.
beer.
I'm like, I gotta go, man. AEW hire. I gotta get up out of here, bro.
You mean you wouldn't take the time to show him?
Fuck no.
Dang.
You're not listening to you, no way. Vince damn man, he don't give two shits. He ain't got time. You put to sleep for 2 hours and sneak and don't sneeze.
You gotta be like, boss, can I have a meeting with you?
Hell no. And you wait for an hour. I'd lose my goddamn mind. If he had made me wait a damn hour to talk to him, I just walk away like, no, I'm out. I'm not talking to you, bro. You busy and all, but you can send me an email, G. Send me a memo, motherfucker. I'm not.
You would just up and leave.
Hell yeah, I'd be out, man. I don't even want to talk to this dumbass anyway. I'd be mad as hell. Like, yo, there's just sometimes I just have like a realization. Like today I was at work. I was like, I gotta get rid of a job. Like I was just sitting there like, I gotta get another job. I can't work here. This is not something I want to do all the time. It's straight for what I do for right now, but
it's not what you enjoy.
Yeah, like it's fine. Like I was thinking today, I was like, oh, I'd rather be chilling at the house. I mean, I always feel that way because I feel like most work. I don't get how people be getting so into their jobs. I'm like, yo, unless it's something that you dream of doing,
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how that can be fulfilling. Me personally, because I'm wired weird apparently, and I don't see a lot of the mundaneness of life pisses me off. Because I feel like we get set up to have to do this shit, not because we want to, but because we have to.
Right.
So it annoys me that I have to go get a job, and not even that because I'm a hard worker. It's the fact that I have to go get a job because society tells me I have to,
Right.
and that I can't make a live. Like I have to have at least a job that gives me something so I can even survive. It pisses me off. I think it's a stupid system that we set up for ourselves. But whatever. That's just me being a weirdo, being a philosopher out of his own time.
Well, one thing for sure is you wouldn't take no mess from Vince McMahon.
Oh no, I tell him to suck. I tell him to suck a fly's dick. Yeah, like I'm not having it, man.
Oh my goodness.
Vince can suck all of it. He is the fucking worst.
So, who you picking?
The most boring option, which is Seth, and technically the second most boring option. Because can I tell you this? Everybody in that main event is boring as watching paint dry.
Yeah.
Everybody in that main event is boring as shit. Like I wouldn't be surprised if that main event they're chanting CM Punk, and not even just because that Becky's lost all her coolness. She is lame as fuck. Seth's been lame for the longest.
Well, they're trying to push him as a power couple now, so it's
so awkward, and it
doesn't work. It really doesn't work.
It makes Becky weird. Like Becky was fine by herself. But y'all tried to. It's almost like they tried to give Seth the rub, and he poured hot. He's the cooler. He poured cold ass, boring ass Raw main event water on it.
But do you really want Lacey Evans to get the title from Becky though?
Hell no.
So that's what I'm saying.
There's plenty of things I want to see from Lacey. That ain't one of them. I want to see a lot of things from her, but that is definitely not one.
Well, speaking of Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, the Hardy Boys, Charlotte Flair, and Braun Strowman will be at GalaxyCon.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest with you, the only ones I really care about are Becky Lynch and the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, Emily wants to go see Braun Strowman. I should get it for her, but I make $10 an hour, so shit. I'm gonna save up to fucking pay $90 to get her autograph and a picture. I'm a broke bitch.
Oh
That's
yeah, it
why I
is
got.
expensive.
So I finally got a new job because I was just like, yo, I can't even afford to take my wife to go get a picture with Braun Strowman for $90 right now because I make $10 an hour. That is 9 hours of work, and that is 2 days. My broke ass.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It'll get better, bro. It'll get better.
It will. I know. It's just trash right now.
Sometimes you just gotta twerk it off, and
I've been poor before. Shit.
yeah,
Way
but you
better position. Way better position being broke now than I have been in the past. So
yeah, but you won't be like that all the time.
no, I better than fucking not, bro.
But that is your Extreme Rules card.
On paper, great. Also on paper, boring as shit.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, let's check out this Evolve 10th anniversary card.
Yeah, let's go through it. Oh man, how did WWE make me less interested in the Evolve show than I ever been since finding out that it existed? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's wild to me. It
Because
ruined
it's
it.
because it's being exclusively streamed on WWE Network, which you don't have anymore.
Yeah, and it's got the stink on it, and I don't even think I'd even watch it because it's got WWE Network stink on it. I don't want no parts of it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just think
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
We went to that show and it was so small, and that's what was the intimate part was the best part about it.
Yeah.
WWE Network's gonna make that shit look sad. It's
So you
gonna, you know,
so you're pretty much saying you don't think because, it's being streamed on. Think of it this way. So are you saying you don't think with it being streamed exclusively on WWE Network, which it is a bigger network compared to WWE Live. Let's be honest with ourselves.
oh my god, yeah, it's ridiculously bigger, yeah.
So you don't feel that this would kind of help get the Evolve name out more, or like I don't know.
Not
What are
the
your
new
real
people. The
thoughts?
people who are watching Evolve
Mm-hmm.
aren't the motherfuckers that could be watching this shit on the network. I can tell you right now. It's just it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The people who were at that Evolve show,
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee not all of them motherfuckers had the network. A lot of them are just old school dudes that just like going to see wrestling. Remember, we were talking to the dude that sat right next to us. They're like, "Oh, we don't even watch on TV. We just come to the live shows."
Yep.
Those people aren't watching the show on the network. The network is filled with Netflix people, right?
Yeah.
Like same idea. It's like Netflix bringing people into foreign films. It ain't going to do that. Netflix isn't going to make some person who hates foreign films watch foreign films. It is not going to happen. That's a rare occurrence because entertainment is so sectioned off right now. If you weren't going to check it out, you probably aren't going to
Uh-huh.
because you are already watching whatever you're watching.
That's fair. That's fair. That's a fair assessment.
I love Evolve, but it ain't. You know,
It's got
WWE
that.
Network. WWE Network's going to make it look. I feel like it's going to make it look sad because I can just think about like how many rows was it when we were there, right? Like none. I don't want Evolve looking like a fucking cheap bullshit because they're on the network and there's a certain
Oh, I see what you're saying now. I
that
see what you're
bums
saying.
me out because I think it's so much better than everything they friggin' do. Booking every single way, it is far superior to WWE is.
So
Every,
you're saying because not only with the lack of of supported space, but it giving the people the idea is like, whoa, like nobody even goes to these
yeah,
events,
that
sort of.
that could do more damage to me. That would do way more damage than benefit because Evolve is. I mean, we both. It is far superior in every way to WWE programming right now.
Dude,
Oh,
the first match we saw between Skirt Scallion
better
and
than every
Harlem
pay-per-view match they've had in
Bravado,
the last 3 years. Effing insane.
and that was at least a 20-minute match.
It was. All those matches were long as shit. And they were all amazing.
Yeah.
It is not. That is wrestling, yo.
Kurt
That's
Kurt
pro
almost killed himself when he hit that dang on barricade,
That shit sounded horrible.
but it was an
Sounded horrible.
excellent match, and that was the first match on the card.
Yeah, they came there, killed themselves for our enjoyment, and there was like it's just not a lot of people, and it's a very intimate show, and I love that shit, and I don't want people who aren't really into this shit like that watching this and thinking, oh, this little rinky dink shit, fuck you, go kiss my ass. No, you don't get to say that about this. That's not you. Don't you
Well,
dare. I don't want to see no message board shit. Oh, look at it, like six rows. I'm like, you go fucking go die, please. I hate you.
well, do you
Why
think
are you watching it?
do you think it will help the fact that this is being hosted in the Philadelphia 2300 arena?
I'm hoping. I don't know, man. I love Evolve. I don't want them to be seen as lesser
Mm-hmm.
in any form because I know they're so much better than them.
Yeah, and
It's
we've seen it
laughable
for ourselves, so we know.
it's laughable at how much better it is at booking. Even just watching like the Viceland thing about their booking.
Yeah,
like, WWE you can suck a dick.
yeah.
WWE has no excuse. It is one damn dude doing Evolve booking, and it is so much better.
Oh, Gabe Spolinski. Yeah.
It blows his shit out of the water, and he's got teams of people getting thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars just for him to say, "No, I'm gonna do my own damn thing."
And not
It's
to mention,
trash.
if I remember correctly, not the overall experience, even with the fans, because I believe every wrestler we saw did a meet and greet.
I feel like they did. I even feel Austin Theory did.
Yeah,
Hated
because
as a motherfucker.
because they did not advertise everybody was going to do a meet and greet.
No, they did not.
They only advertised Street Profits and Adam Cole.
Shane Strickland was out there for a long ass time. They were all just out there.
Yeah, like he was out there. Josh Briggs was out there. Harlem Bravado, Austin Theory.
All of them. Every single damn person.
Yeah. So I mean, just the overall experience. But let's check this card out.
It's gonna be a good card. I can say all that shit, but I mean not one. But it's gonna be an amazing card. But I'd also wish it was just an Evolve show.
Special attraction match. Josh Briggs versus Anthony Green with Brandy Lauren.
Ooh, Brandy Lauren. Hello.
And of course, we saw Anthony Green because he took on Austin Theory,
Mm-hmm.
and of course he. Or no, that was Anthony
No,
Henry.
that was Anthony. Yeah, but I've seen Brandon. I've watched the video. They had a video for them, and I've seen Brandy Lauren a couple times and Shine.
Oh, okay.
She's a pretty lady.
Okay.
She is. I like her character. She's like a super heel bitch in Shine. She is. That is a bad one, boy.
Yeah, and of course, we got Josh Briggs, Mr. Chokeslam into a backstabber.
Dislocated hip and shit. Like when they said he dislocated his hip, I'm like, yeah, I can believe that shit.
Yeah.
He was wild. That dude was wild.
But
that was a lot of stuff he was doing for a big ass dude that big.
Yeah, because he had to have been at least 6'4".
He shit, man. If not tall, that dude was tall as shit.
Yeah. And I mean, dude was just like doing all sorts of stuff, and I mean, he jacked up DJZ.
Yeah, he effed him all the heck up. See, I remember we were like, oh, he might win. They were like, oh no, he killed him. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's cool. Yeah, no, that makes sense. He should have killed him. That was the funniest part because we were all just like, oh, DJZ. Oh, okay, you're dead.
Yeah,
and we all were just like, yeah, okay, yep, he deserved that. He got stomped. Yep, you won that, buddy.
Because I mean, he was starting to get some offense. And, because, I mean, we both know DJZ. And it's like, you're starting to get some offense. But then once he did that, I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, yeah, he's done. It's over. It is over. Nobody was expecting him to make a comeback after that one.
Oh, my goodness.
He's dead.
Yeah.
I remember everybody was booing Josh. And then they were like, okay, yeah, good job, DJZ. You survived.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
You got beat, but at least you survived. Good Lord.
I'm picking Josh Briggs.
I'm picking Josh Briggs because he's the future.
Yeah.
So good.
Next up, we got a fatal 4-way match. We got Kurt Stallion versus Sean Maluda, who was in the Cruiserweight Classic, versus Stephen Wolf versus Harlem Bravado.
that's gonna be good.
And we already saw what Harlem Bravado and Kurt Stallion can do one on
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I can already guarantee that. I can book that one. That one's gonna be a real good one.
And Sean Maluda's been booked in a little bit of
Shamaluda's good.
involved
He's a wrestler.
matches.
He's a
Yeah.
really good wrestler.
Don't know Stephen Wolf.
No,
But
me either. But I feel like, I mean, even though I don't know Stephen Wolf, I think other than Maluda, he's like that'd be the closest to a weak link. 'Cause the other two are just we already know those dudes about to do some crazy shit.
yeah. Like, dude, I think this Fatal 4-Way could be really, really good and interesting because it's like
It should.
either one of these four really could break out.
Yeah, I'm expecting a great match from these guys. To be honest with you, I'd be surprised if I get anything less than that.
But you know what? I think it's going to come down between Sean Maluda and Harlem Bravado.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think either of those two. Uh, ooh, this is interesting. NXT superstar Babatunde goes up against
Opportunity.
Colby Carino.
Kobe Corino. That should be good. Now flying around. Kobe.
That's a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that one.
Like, that is a very, very interesting matchup. Like, I'm very curious. I'm very curious. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
Yeah, wasn't expecting it.
And then we got I'm gonna stay neutral for that one because honestly I'm gonna go back and watch that. I'm very curious to see how that goes.
Well, I'm neutral because I don't know.
Grudge match. Shotzi Blackheart versus Brandy Lauren. I don't know Shotzi Blackheart, so
I don't either, but I know Brandy Lauren. Good lord. Good lord. Good lord. Shines good watching. Get Santana Garrett all the time. It's just it's a bunch of jiggle. I love it.
dang, is she that good looking?
Yeah. Who? Look her up. She pretty.
Hold on.
I am into it. She cute. And she be jiggling. I seen her wrestle. I like it. I'm all about it.
Hold on. Let me indulge in this.
Yeah, and it's Brandy with an eye.
Oh.
Yeah. Ask me again. Ask me again if she look good.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Fair enough.
She's a pretty thing. It's a very pretty thing.
Yep, fair enough.
She don't wear tights. She wears shorts. I like it.
Yeah, she's definitely gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's real lady. I can get down. I dig it.
Oh dang. Okay.
Yeah, no jokes.
Well, what the heck? I'll pick Brandy Lauren to win then.
Yeah, I'm picking just off looks. I'm being a sexist pig, and I don't give a shit. She's sexy. And she's the star out of the two. Other lady, I don't even know the hell that chick is. So I'm going with the pretty ass star.
Fair enough. And then we have Anthony Henry versus NXT superstar Arturo Ruas, which I believe is formerly Adrian Jaude.
Jaude. I didn't know he changed his name.
Yeah. This ought to be interesting.
I mean, it should be a good match, yeah, at the very least. A lot of wrestling going on there.
Yeah. Oh shoot! I just looked up Shotzi Blackheart.
Yeah.
Dang, she look like she could dang on.
Yeah,
She look like a dang on freak.
yeah. She looks a little rough. She looks mean.
She's
I'll
like
say.
some heavy metal punk rocker looking chick.
Yeah, she looks mean. Brandy Lauren, don't hurt her face. Um, she pretty. Leave her alone. I
Mm.
want the pretty redhead girl to win. Sick of the blondes. I want the pretty redhead. She pretty.
Um.
She deserves it.
So who you think, Henry or Arturo Ruiz?
I could not even begin to tell you.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Right? That's kind of the problem with this card. It's just like it's kind of just a bunch of pickums.
Yeah. Um. We have our special catch point reunion match: Matt Riddle versus the cruiserweight champion Drew Gulak.
Ooh, I'm going Matt Riddle just because he's in Evolve.
Yeah, I'm going with Matt Riddle as well, but it'll definitely be an excellent match.
Well, I expect nothing less. If it ain't, I'm gonna be pissed. But I ain't gonna watch it.
Oh
If it ain't,
shoot!
what, motherfucker?
Ladies and gentlemen, we take a slight break to give you a special news bulletin.
Mm.
The Oklahoma City Thunder have agreed to trade Russell Westbrook to the Rockets for Chris Paul and future draft picks.
Oh, Chris Paul, you about to hate it,
Oh
boy.
my goodness. Chris
Chris Paul
Paul is
about to be salty.
screwed.
He's about to be salty. That part
Dang.
of his career is gonna be nowhere.
Have fun in
Mm.
OKC. Oh, he'll
Damn.
be the star player, all right.
Well, yeah, they just ain't gonna be doing shit. Damn, bro. That's too bad for
Dang.
you, man.
So the Russell Westbrook and James Harden reunion.
Oh, that's gonna be fucking weird.
Oh, jeez.
Cause you mean to tell me these two, man, Harden don't even like people to bring the ball up the court, man. He be getting the attitude of if anybody else brings the ball up the court. How's that gonna work?
Oh my goodness. Like,
Wow.
wow. That's crazy.
That's weird. I don't know. That sounds good on paper, but I don't think that's gonna work.
Oh, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work very well.
Because honestly, I think the sales are going to go down in tickets for OKC.
Oh, what? Yeah, I would assume so.
But
Shit, what they gonna do though? It's still OKC. What the hell they gonna do?
but back to our regularly scheduled program. The Evolve
That evolve.
the Evolve Tag Team Championship match, where Eddie Kingston and Joe Gacy, the champs, will defend against AR Fox and Leon Ruff.
I don't expect, AR Fox and Ruff to win. I expect it to be the unwanted still reigning strong.
I do too, but they'll put up an excellent fight.
Oh yeah, I'm expecting a really good match. Everybody in there is good.
Yeah. Of course, I'm still high on the match AR Fox had with Swerve.
Oh man, future unwanted member
Yeah.
Swerve. Oh man,
We have a winner takes all match. The Evolve Championship and WWN Championship all on the line, where the Evolve champion Austin Theory will face off against WWN champion JD Drake.
I love that JD Drake is getting this opportunity to be shown on there. Austin Theory too. Both those dudes, but oh my god, Drake, come on, man.
I
But
think
yeah, it's gonna
I
be
think
so
they'll
good.
tear the house down.
Well, they should. We've seen them both in action. And they're both amazing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, for reals. Um, I don't know. It's hard to pick a winner between those two. Literally, either of those two could win.
Yeah, I mean, either one is a great option for both champions. I mean, they're
Yeah,
both horses. Austin Theory is the future. Like,
yeah,
that kid is amazing.
yeah.
That kid is so good.
Um, And then I guess this will be the main event. But we got the NXT Championship match where Adam Cole, baby, will defend against Akira Tozawa.
I would have honestly liked him to see him face against Johnny Gargano in a Evolve ring, considering that Johnny Gargano was so entwined. He
Yeah,
was the second
I
coming. He was
agree.
the second coming of Bryan Danielson in that company.
Yeah. And I believe he was one of the longest reigning Open the Freedom Gate champions as well. And Evolve champion. Because
I was about to say, I assumed he was one of the longest reigning because when I think of Evolve, I forget Daniel Bryan was in it to
Yep,
start with it.
he
But
was
when
in
I
it.
think about I'm like, oh yeah, that's what all that footage was. That's where I learned about Johnny Gargano from was Evolve
I'm
and all that.
surprised Cassius Ono isn't on this.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Like, there's certain people in there who's like, y'all are synonymous with that.
Shoot, him, Drew McIntyre should be on here. Like,
Yeah, like but yeah, it's really weird that that's the case. Like, there's some alums that could just Red Dragon. Like,
yeah, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, you got a great card, but it's like,
there's so many people that came out of that
yeah,
place that I know that are synonymous with them to me. That's just like, oh shit.
it just
I guess
made,
'cause I guess I think of Evolve the same way I do of ROH, just in a higher light.
yeah,
To be honest with you, and Evolve is smaller than ROH ultimately, but I think Evolve is done better a lot of the time as far as the stories and stuff like that.
right. But it kind of makes me wonder what made them make the decision to pick Akira Tozawa as a
Yeah,
challenger.
that was weird. I know he was always there too.
He was, but like,
I don't think of him. I think of him as more Dragon Gate than I do.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
But Evolve has always had a thing with Dragon Gate too, so there is that.
Yeah, they've had that long going
Yeah,
relationship.
they've been entwined for a very long time.
Yeah. So I'm cool with it. I like Akira
It makes
Tozawa.
sense. It's just Johnny Gargano would have been sick.
Yeah, he would have been a better pick. But
I'd have been fine. There's a lot of choices. We could go over days.
but good solid card to represent Evolve's 10th anniversary.
It's crazy. It's only been around 10 years. That's the weirdest part.
Yeah, only 10
It's
years.
only 10 years, and it feels like it's been around for like 20.
Yeah. Yeah, it does kind of feel like
That's just
that.
crazy. It doesn't feel like that long ago that I remember seeing like an Evolve show with Johnny Gargano, and just the idea that Brian Danielson and Johnny Gargano were equated with the same thing. It seems odd now because it feels like Daniel Bryan's been in WWE for 10 years.
But you know what I'm thinking? Those other guys we named, I'm willing to
Yeah.
bet money they'll still be in attendance.
Oh, yeah, they better be.
They've got to be in attendance.
Some kind of video. They're going to be involved in some kind of video package or something.
Yeah. Dang, I wish TJP was still here. He would have been in
Yep.
there.
Yep. Yeah, I think of him and involved too. Like those fuckers all together.
But yeah, that's your Evolve card. Good and solid.
Yeah.
Um NXT, and oh my god.
Hmm.
My girl. My girl, my girl, my girl. Io Shirai's my girl. My girl
You're in a singing mood today.
has turned to the dark side.
You like it?
Dude, I am loving, and this is an understatement, this heel Io Shirai. Like, I could easily say I'm near infatuated with it.
I would think that would be an understatement.
But
You just
dude,
sang a song about her. That'd be like saying I'm infatuated with Brandy Lauren. Come on now.
but dude, new theme, new look, pretty much similar to when she was Hito Kiri back in Lucha Underground, and just the attitude, like even the Twitter link I showed you of one of her promos just
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, I love this.
You love it.
But I still got to figure out what I'm a. I ought to put something on my sign that's like, that's right. EO needs no one.
Yeah,
Best in the world, and she needs no one.
yeah. Ichiban.
Yes. Yeah. What do you think of that? Io Shirai, best in the world, needs no one.
I like it.
Ichiban.
I like it.
I gotta get a good enough big poster board for that.
Yeah, you definitely want the pop. Oh, didn't she do like? Wouldn't she wear like purple now?
Black.
Black and purple.
She kind of
Wouldn't
went.
you say something about purple?
Yeah, apparently from like the translated tweet from WWE Japan, there was like purple thunder in there. So I don't know if that was just with the lighting, but
Yeah.
she came out in all black, and she kind of had like the dark black and like I guess purple eyeshadow like eyes.
I need to see. She needs to show up in whenever. If she's wearing like black and purple, you got to do black and purple.
I mean, she'll probably be a female version of Evil,
I don't think so.
but as I said, man, this would have been so much more perfect if Kyrie was still in NXT.
Yeah.
Because, like, Kyrie could be like, you were my best friend. How could you do this? Sort of, it just would be a great storyline.
Yo, you'd be into it super hardcore.
But according to the translation, she did take a shot at Kyrie and Asuka and Shayna.
Mm.
So, but I am loving, loving, loving this new Io Shirai.
New Io Shirai.
Like, I am digging, and her music is perfect. Like, just, oh
So
my
he did the right
goodness.
thing by changing somebody's music
I just
to match
wonder.
their character.
I just still wonder if I do make a sign for her, if she'll notice it.
I would think so.
At least react to it.
Although, yeah, it'd be you would definitely get a different kind of reaction if she was a good guy, but I think you'll still get one. You'll be front row too, so there is that too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure I'll get a.
At some point, somebody's going to end up around you.
Yeah, and I'm kind of gonna be in the middle on one of the sides, like in the middle area,
Oh
front
yeah,
row. So whether she's outside the ring or in the ring, I'm sure she'll see it.
oh yeah, I would think so.
But but yeah, she needs no friends. She needs nobody.
Yeah, everybody can suck a dick.
Like, it wasn't even a 5-minute promo.
Nope. She treated like Roman Reigns after WrestleMania, just kept pulling the mic up and then putting it down. Although it was much better because she was a heel.
Yeah,
They
and I
weren't
can
trying to
imagine. And I can imagine she was swearing in Japanese.
I would hope so.
Um, let's see. Damian Priest had a match. With somebody named Blanco Loco. I mean, yeah.
Mm.
I'll just leave it at that.
Good.
Velveteen Dream had an interview, talked down to Roderick Strong. We had a promo with Killian Dane.
That shit was crazy.
Yep. Man, I can't believe. And Eric Young is left out in the shuffle.
Year.
Killian Dane repackaged. Alexander Wolf joins Imperium. Eric Young, nowhere to be found.
Very weird.
Jordan Miles in the breakout tournament defeated Boa.
Yeah, that match wasn't as good as the other ones.
Yeah.
It's good,
AKA ACH.
Mm-hmm.
Did hit the Midnight Star 450, so that was cool. Shayna Baszler looked down at Mia Yim's challenge, but I'm sure it'll get escalated again eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Keith Lee did a really good promo. So that was cool to see spotlight on Keith Lee going from limitless to infinite.
Oh yeah.
He had on a Dragon Ball Z shirt too.
Very nice.
Um, and we got the announcement from Mr. Regal that Kushida's next opponent will be Apollo Crews.
Should be great.
Yeah, I'm hoping this will be a great match. And then the Street Profits defended their tag team titles against Danny Burch and Oni Larkin in a classic, really, really good match.
Very good.
And then, of course, at the end, Red Dragon comes out to, I guess, sort of sarcastically congratulate the Street Profits.
Oh, it was very sarcastic.
But Red Dragon coming for those titles. It's going to be excellent. The two-man smash machine, the baddest tag team on God's green.
All right. Should be good, though.
I can't wait. Because you know whose corner I'm going to be in.
But I'm gonna be. You know who's I'm gonna be in? Street Profits.
What? Oh, man.
Well, Street Profits, man. They deserve respect.
I guess we'll quickly burn through 205 Live. Really, not much happened. Brian Kendrick beat one of the Bollywood brothers. Not surprised. Gentleman Jack Gallagher defeated a local. And we had a grueling anything goes match between Oni Larkin and Arya Davari. Oni Larkin, Mr. How does it feel? How's it feel? How's it feel? Dude,
Wow.
I could not stop laughing when he kept saying that when he did the backstage assault of Arya Davari a while back and as revenge. And he kept yelling. Dude, I was dying. Just his voice he sounded like a troll on like helium. It was so funny.
Yeah, he sounded real weird.
But he nevertheless got the victory over Arya Davari. And you know what? I'm liking that they're pushing Oni Larkin as a singles wrestler.
Yeah, they should.
You know, not doing too well in the tag team, but at least, you know, they're not breaking that up and they're still having him compete as a singles wrestler as well. So
Yeah.
Oni Larkin's been busy and I like it. NXT UK. So we had Ilya Dragunov defeat Ashton Smith, and I feel like it's been forever since we've seen Ashton Smith in the ring. So that was kind of cool to see him back.
Yeah.
And I guess it's safe to say Dragunov is a heel. I guess. Maybe. I think so. Toni Storm was in action. She went up against and defeated Candy Floss, and then afterwards, Kaylee Ray attacked Candy Floss. Of course, we all know that Kaylee Ray is the number one contender right now to Toni Storm's NXT UK Women's Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to that match. You know, Kaylee Ray showing some intensity, and that should be a good match. We also got the announcement that Zaya Brookside will get her one-on-one match with Jenna. But
Aw, she's gonna lose.
But I'm gonna tell you what though, the fashionista ain't losing that.
She definitely ain't not losing that.
Cause she's the Yas Queen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say because Zaya's saying, nah, she ain't ready yet.
Trent Seven did a promo, and he's ready to counter against Imperium. But
By himself.
yeah, because Pete Dunne's gonna be busy, and oh man, Tyler Bates out.
Yeah.
And then we had the main event of Gallus versus Dave Mastiff and The Hunt. And even though Gallus won, Dave Mastiff still has not been pinned or submitted.
Hmm.
So he's still they're really keen on keeping him strong.
Good.
But but yeah, it was a good match. It was a good match. But Gallus stood tall, and that was NXT UK. Had
No,
quite
he's
had quite a good round of shows at the Download Festival.
yeah. I mean, they usually do well.
But hopefully sooner or later they'll go ahead and start working and booking matches in preparation for NXT UK Cardiff takeover. It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah. Let's get to it.
Okay. G1 Climax. Just looking at some standings. So right now we only went through matches in Block A because I believe they're going to be doing Block B this Sunday. But Lance Archer, Bad Luck Fale, Kenta, Kazuchika Okada, and Sonata all have 2 points. Lance Archer defeated Will Ospreay. Bad Luck Fale defeated Evil. Kenta defeated Kota Ibushi. Okada defeated Tanahashi, and Sonata defeated Zack Sabre Jr.
Okay.
I did not expect for Will Ospreay to lose to Lance Archer. That was kind of a shocker.
Yeah.
But and even Kenta beating Kota Ibushi was kind of surprising, but not really, because I mean that was his first match in New
Yeah.
Japan, so it was against a great opponent. But yeah, so that was your Block A.
No use.
Start of Block A. So have they announced the matchups for Block B?
Not that I've seen.
Yeah. Oh nah, I didn't. Oh, actually, yeah, they have. So Juice Robinson versus Shingo. Taichi versus John Moxley.
Hey.
Tomohiro Ishii versus Jeff Cobb. Hiroki Goto versus Jay White. And Toru Yano versus Tetsuya Naito. Interesting matchups to start off Block B.
Yeah. Block B.
And then, they actually got the next, they actually got the next handful of matchups set. All the way up to July 18th.
Jesus Christ.
But, yeah, they're on the ball.
Thing.
But I think by that time is when they return back to having the matches in Japan. But good stuff.
Yeah. Break still.
Yeah, it should be really good. But I'll end on this. I'll end on this note, and this is a shout out to BC Amplified for he did a video about this. But so it was said in a link that I shared that supposedly the rumors now Vince McMahon gets it that oh my God, something needs to change. And one of the things that BC Amplified pointed out was about how Vince just won't get off of this whole ride of just riding the blonde wrestlers, the blonde female wrestlers, compared to everyone else.
Yeah, moved on and have tried different things. He's like, nope, I want him to be blonde and look exactly the same.
Yeah, it's like I mean, look at Lacey Evans ever since her main roster landing.
Not much different than Charlotte.
Yeah, and it's like the only reason
Better in the face.
why Charlotte isn't really going, all over the place is because she requested time off.
Yeah, because they've been riding her ass hard.
Mandy Rose. I feel like it's all about
man.
her, even though dang on Sonya Deville is by her side.
Mandy's a bad shit.
And some good points were made ever since her main roster debut. She's already had 2 elimination chamber matches.
Yeah, and had at least 2 championship opportunities.
Yeah, and we're talking about from somebody that came up from Tough Enough. That just.
Yeah, no, you are right.
And then like. Who's another blonde? Oh yeah, Alexa Bliss.
Alexa, oh boy, Alexa once again, she bad as hell. But yeah, I'm sick of seeing her damn face.
Well, the
I'm sick
thing
of seeing
is,
this chick in title matches that she didn't really deserve to be in.
well, now it's gotten to the point because I don't know if you've been keeping up, but with like the concussions and just like the illnesses and stuff, like she's a liability now.
I'm thinking she's just getting work done. I won't be surprised.
But Vince is
a lot of times to do that.
But Vince don't care.
Oh, he'll give 2 shits. He'll save their spot for him. Everybody else can suck a dick, but he'll save a spot for the blondes.
And the main argument that BC Amplified was presenting was Vince, like push your actual best wrestlers.
That'll be a novel idea.
Like push Naomi, push Ember Moon, push Asuka, Kairi Sane, like push your real talent.
Yeah. Ember Moon's got jack shit going on. I got her in the deadest of feuds.
I mean Ember Moon, who is a good wrestler, who came up through the indies, and they can't even get her on TV, and her main roster push has been like piss poor.
Oh, it's been dog shit.
It
has been bad.
And whether people want to admit it or not, there really was no reason for Asuka's undefeated streak to end the way it did.
Well, she fought a blonde, that's why.
And she hasn't been the same since.
Oh no, they killed her. When they did that, I was like, oh, okay.
And, Kairi Sane, her main roster call up squashed. That's why I was like, what was even the point?
To have somebody for Asuka to go down with Asuka.
And it's like, dang, she couldn't even get called up as a dang on singles wrestler.
No, they got no spots for you.
And now Kairi and Asuka, the Kabuki
Too many
Warriors,
white ladies,
just put out new T-shirts, which I will be getting one.
Well, of course, somebody got to support them ladies.
But it's like, Naomi, like she can't even borrow TV time.
Oh no, too much time for Vince. They got no time for her.
Like. And see, there's even folks that I'm still like, where's Liv Morgan? Where's Mickie James? Like, what? Like,
yeah, they just won't do anything with them.
Because I'm sorry. Because I'm sorry, if Lacey Evans gets the title, she's going to be a freaking boring champion.
Well, we all know that. Some trash.
And it's like, the whole thing with the Kabuki Warriors and the Iconics, what's really even the point? I mean, the Iconics aren't really wrestling, but they're getting TV time.
Yeah, barely. And barely at that.
But, like, the Kabuki Warriors will get showcased on live and house shows, like, nonstop. But they can't get their dang on title match that they earned.
Oh no, that's crazy.
But at the same time, it's not like there are many women's tag teams anyway.
This is true. There's not much for them to do.
And then again, those belts have been crapped on because it's been talked and hypened up, and not one time have I seen those belts defended on anything outside of Raw or SmackDown. Hadn't even been
Yeah.
defended on NXT.
Oh no. Yeah, they got nothing for these titles. They just a thing
But
to
when
have. Another
but
pro.
when was the last time they were on NXT? Oh yeah, that's right. When Bayley and Sasha Banks were tag champions.
Yep, and that was a one-time thing.
So, and the only other thing that happened was at a house show. They rescued the Sky Pirates from a 3-on-2 beatdown from Shayna and the Queen's Army, and then
Mm-hmm.
they stood face to face temporarily and then raised each other's hands. But I mean, that was a moment.
Yep,
That was a moment. But
that's all you get.
but yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh shit.
But anyway, I'll end it on that. But Evolve,
Perfect.
yay! Extreme Rules, well, we'll see.
Extreme Rules. Who gives a shit?
Well, I'll just say we'll see. We'll see.
I say who gives a shit.
But all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for tuning in for this episode of the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast. Y'all have been a great audience,
Oh yeah.
and we hopefully will catch y'all on our next episode and go crazy, or at least I will. I don't know about Hollywood Cinema.
I ain't going crazy.
He might go crazy for Brandy Lauren.
Oh yes, most definitely. Or Liv Morgan or any other attractive ladies.
Blue tongue and all.
Oh God, oh no. I'm not even gonna say something crazy. I was about to say something crazy. Shut up. Target practice. Hello.
Oh my god.
Shut up.
Um.
She's insanely attractive.
But then again, I'm all
It,
about
it
some.
boggles my mind when I see her. I'm like, oh my God, why is that why is that allowed?
Yeah. And then again, I'm all about that Io Shirai.
Yeah, she's a pretty lady. But Liv Morgan's like she is striking.
Well, at least you admitted that
Like,
Io's thick.
I thought she's cute. I'm not even going to the thick part, but she's cute.
Nah, you
You
said
know
she was
you know
thick.
you know who's thick? That Asian chicken that triple threat match I sent you. You see that?
I have to check that out.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. She's the first one out. Good lord. Good
This
lord.
this reality of wrestling TV episode.
Uh huh. And the other chick is I'd say she used to be like a Instagram personality or whatever.
Uh huh.
She thinks her too. She's wrestling like she's learning how to wrestle. It's nice. It's cool seeing her learn how to wrestle. But shit, she bad though.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, go look at that thickness. And you're gonna be like, good lord. I'm gonna be like, yep.
And then I'm gonna also check out the Pajama Party of Stardom with Io Shirai, Kairi Sane, and Mayu Iwatani.
Good lord.
Yeah, that's like, yeah. I'm not even gonna go into detail. Anyway,
Yep. No,
um,
that's all. You keep it to yourself.
thank y'all so much for
Yeah.
Blitzball Champ and Hollywood Cinema. We'll see y'all on the flip side.
You're
Later, y'all.
peace.